Right, it's been a few days since I did one of these videos, so I thought it was about time I checked in. Um, yeah, the first week was pretty cool. I lost 7 kgs in 7 days. This second week that's just ticked over today. My weight has stayed the same, which is all good. Everybody's different. I've read about this whole 3-week stall, which people go through. Obviously, I am a little different and experiencing it 1 week out from surgery, but that's okay. I'm not stressed about it. I'm not. Yeah, some people seem to get quite frustrated and annoyed or whatever, but that's them. But yeah, it's just to be expected. You just have to be aware of these situations. From what I've understood and read and looked into, you're losing a lot of water in that first week or 2 or 3 or whatever. Then you have a bit of a stall. The weight just remains constant, and then it'll start steadily dropping down again once your body comes accustomed to where you're at, and you start losing fat more than water. So yeah, that's all good. Yeah, I was thinking about my last video, encouraging everyone to do it. It's still the same. Everyone's going to experience it differently in different ways, but it's still been a really good process. Eating, yeah, that's freaky, man. That's hard to get my head around. This whole eating or lack thereof. I mean, I'm 49 years old, and spending most of your life eating, chewing something, something in your mouth that you're just eating or consuming, and to go from that to nothing has really, really played on my mind. Yeah, it's been pretty tough. I've tried eating because it's a mindset thing. I think I just got to have something to chew on, and sometimes I'll chew something and spit it out because I know I can't swallow it. Sometimes, it's only little tiny bits, but I'll eat something and chew it. I'll chew it 20-30 times just to really pulverize it before it goes down. But the problem is it sits right about here, I think, and it just won't move. And I give it a little while. I'll have a sip of water or something, which is probably not the best thing, and then I just regurgitate. It just comes back up again. Which it's not uncomfortable. It just comes out. It's like falls out basically. Must be what a seagull feels like. Maybe, I don't know, when it feeds your kids. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm finding real tough to handle. I've done it a number of times now because of just that feeling of wanting to eat something. So yeah, it's been interesting in that regard. Yesterday or last night, I chewed on a little bit of mince, which was nice, and had a slice of cheese, which seemed to go down okay. Yesterday was tough though. I was dealing with some stuff with my youngest boy's ex, and that really played on my mind a lot and stressed me out a little bit. It's interesting because of having the surgery and the fact that I can't eat anything, and I'm an emotional eater. Dealing with that little problem, and it's not a big problem, but for me sometimes, yeah, a little thing can be a big thing, especially when you've organised, made an arrangement, and then the first day of this arrangement, it just doesn't fall into place because of the lack of communication. Admittedly, I'm guilty of it as well, but I struggled a bit, and I just felt like eating something, and then but then in that feeling, I recognised and acknowledged what stress does to me, and the emotional eating part that tags along with that. So I'm grateful in a way that I can't do that. But yeah, I munched on a slice of cheese that seemed to placate me to getting over it and taking a few deep breaths and rereading what she had wrote and being a little bit more understanding where she's at, and sorting it out. So yeah, it was okay after that. But yeah, I'm enjoying my coffee. I'm having a couple a day, and I just sip at it, which is really nice, and I can finish probably 3/4 of a cup, which is cool. My water intake, I'm still struggling with. Unfortunately, I need to get another drink bottle. I'm trying to drink out of a glass at the moment, but that doesn't help because I'm just not keeping track easy enough of what it is that I'm consuming. But yeah, basically my daily intake is still the same. I'm taking a Optifast shake in the morning, adding protein to it, so it's about 35 grams of protein I think in that, and then I'll have a little bit of yogurt at lunchtime, have another protein shake mid-late afternoon, and either nothing, or if I've got something I'll have that, like some pureed mince or something. I think I am getting better at the eating thing. It's becoming easier, I feel. The water intake when I do drink is not painful at all. I mean, it hasn't been since day dot. But it seems to be getting a bit easier. I can swallow a lot more, not having to sip it as much. I can take a bit more of a mouthful without it hurting, which is really cool. So that's getting better. Yeah, I'm just happy ticking along. I do have those little hiccups, like I said, but I'm happy just ticking along, and I think it's just getting better. My medication, yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle every now and then. I'd forget, and then I'd have to do it late in the evening or later in the morning, because it slips my mind. I'm not a big fan of medication. I find it hard at the best of times to remember to do these things. I know it's for my healing and all that with the antacids and B12 or whatever it is, and stuff, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I'll be happy when I've finished all of that. Still keeping up with my blood pressure pills I've been taking since December last year. Like, what was that? Maybe a couple of months prior to surgery, and yeah, my heart rate was a little bit higher than normal. I've never had a heart blood pressure issue before, so my doctor is really good. He put me on this medication on a low dose because he knew about my surgery and he knew that I'd be coming off it again, so he didn't want to give me something at a higher dose and a difficult medication to come off of. So that's been cool. So I've just been ticking away at that anyway, I'll guess I'll have an appointment with him sometime in the next few weeks. Probably I might make an appointment to catch up with him and see where it's at. But yeah, I don't think my blood pressure is much of an issue. The multivitamins I have to take every day has been okay. Other than that first day or two after surgery, it was just not tolerable. I gave it 2 or 3 days, and now I'm back to just popping a couple of those multivitamin chewable tablets in my mouth. I just let it sit on my tongue at the roof of my mouth, and it just dissolves. It takes about 20 minutes or so to dissolve, and I'm quite content with that. One less pill to swallow, really. So yeah, it works well for me. The taste is tolerable, and yeah, I'll just stick with it. until such times I feel like I need a bit of a change. But it's cool, and I'm guessing in the near future I'll be having blood tests to see where my other vitamin levels are, because it might need iron or vitamin B or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, speaking of vitamin B, with my energy levels, it's been okay. If I did a little too much, like trying to keep busy or whatever, I do have to take a bit of a breath. I get a little bit dizzy, but I still got to remember my water intake too is quite important. So yeah, we'll see where that's at in a few weeks or months or whatever. I'm not sure. I just take guidance from my dietitian and wellbeing coach. I do have an appointment, I believe, next Tuesday with my dietitian, so I've got a few things I want to talk about, and yeah, see where I'm at and what I can do and that sort of thing. Because yeah, the eating thing is gets to me sometimes. I try not to think about it too much, otherwise if I do, it just does my head in. So yeah, it's just about trying to keep busy, really. I can't recall if I mentioned in some previous videos, but my sleep has been awesome since the surgery. Whereas I used to wake up 3, 4, 5 times during the night to have to go to the toilet to wee, and that's just stopped from the day after surgery. It's been honestly one of the best things ever. Yeah, I struggle with feeling like I needed to go to the toilet. I'd wake up during the night and have to go, and that would disrupt my sleep, on top of the fact that I've been a very restless sleeper over the last, gosh, I don't know, year, 2 years, I'm not sure, but yeah, I'd wake up half a dozen times at least, and then not to mention the times I subconsciously wake up because of my stopping breathing. I suffer from the sleep apnea with my weight. I know when I lose my weight, it gets better. But yeah, I've got an Oura ring that I don't consistently track, but on the days or whatever prior to surgery, yeah, you look at the sleep information, and it shows that the waking up. There's just so many times that I wake up during the night, and it shows me when I get up to go to the toilet, and it's crazy. I'd be on a lot of red. There's a lot of red lines in my sleep scores. But since the surgery, I've been wearing this ring for a couple of days now to track, because I've been feeling really good and knowing that I'm sleeping through, and my body is calm and I'm not restless and stuff. And it was good to see on those sleep scores that everything was in the blue. Even my REM, is it REM sleep? Or deep sleep, sorry. Yeah, my deep sleep prior to surgery, sometimes I get a minute, and it'll be like 10 minutes or 17 minutes. It's just real shit deep sleep. But now, the last couple of nights, it's been like 1:17. I think last night was like over 2 hours of deep sleep, and that's for me, that's great. That's just great. I'm waking up in the morning feeling so much better, feeling more awake. It's been great. So long may that continue and improve, I say. So yeah, just to recap, it's been pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, the eating's a struggle, but I'm getting there. Yeah, today's my first day at work. I started about 7:30 in the morning. It's now just before 10. Yeah, so I've just been slowly getting into it. It's nice. My boss is really cool. He's really, really understanding where I'm at. So yeah, I'm working from home this week, at least. I go into the office for a meeting on Friday, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, I'm just enjoying getting back into it, getting my brain working, getting my brain busy on something. I enjoy my job. I love my job. I've been doing it for 25 years now. I've had moments of sick and tired of it, but yeah, but now, I mean, even the last few years, I've just always enjoyed doing what I'm doing. I'm in a good place really with that. So yeah, it's been a pretty cool morning so far. So yeah, until next time, see you.